Unfortunately, my mounts, my mounts for my phone was knocked over. So I'm gonna do the best I can to prop y'all up. That's not gonna work because it's gonna fall. Okay, so here's the thing. My last live that I did. Hello, hello. Joshua Gabrielle is first. The Adriana, hello. The last live that I did, I'm gonna have to put it on private, you guys, because yeah, but it's still gonna be there for my protection. In my last live, if you guys did not catch it, I've been trying to get a letter from my doctor's office for over a month stating that I am still under the care of a doctor and that I do have a medical device. In this letter, it should include any restrictions or whatever the case may be that my doctor may have for me, considering the fact that I am a recent um, cancer fighter. I just want to work. I just want to work. I never have been the type that, like, you know, somebody just doing for me. I like to have my own, and I like to be able to, you know, accomplish things. I don't know. But here's, it's not my doctor, it's not my PA. It is the staff that's giving me such a hard time with giving me the letter that I need to make sure that when I'm working, I'm not working in an area or under any circumstances that could possibly harm me or cause any um, emergency situations with me. Now, I do know my doctor do not want me working around certain chemicals, and they don't want me to do any heavy lifting. I know that right off the rip. So, what some of you guys may not know, but I am going to do another video solely about this, is that I had gotten a job for FedEx. Now, I used to work security for FedEx, but I actually got in with FedEx, and they offer great benefits. They have a policy no discrimination. As long as you let them know up front what your situation is, it's all good basically. And I know this because when I was working security, we had some people that could not come through the metal detector because they had certain issues. We didn't know the details. We just knew if they had a letter on file stating that they were under the care of a doctor, they were only allowed to do certain things. They were not allowed to load trucks. They were only allowed to work in this area that they call smalls. Um, they were scanning and handling small packages. And actually, when it came to entering and exiting the building, only some of them were able to go through the metal detectors depending on what their medical device was. Like I said, we didn't know the details. We didn't need to know the details. All we knew is we had certain ones that we just worn down. And some that had disabilities, they didn't have to be worn down. They can go through the metal detectors. So, with that being said, I knew off the rip, if I start working with FedEx, I will have benefits. I would be able to work the hours that I need where I could still tend to my children. That's like top priority for me, as you guys know. So I started working sunrise. Sunrise, you working from like 3, 4 in the morning to maybe 9, if that. Because if it's a slow day, you may go home early. Okay. Y'all, why is it that my doctor's office, like I said, doctor is not my PA. It's the ones that are in the clerical position, the office, that have been pulling me along and giving me the runaround for over a month. Over a month. I even had one of them to come to the desk, because I come up here sometimes too, and I'm like, hey, I've been trying to get a letter. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to, get back out there. I just need a letter saying that I'm under the care of a doctor and that I do have a medical device. This one lady just threw me off because she was like, they need all that to work in some little warehouse job. They need all that to be in a warehouse. And she laughed at me, she scoffed, and she did the whole like slapping the other girl on the back and laughing and everything. And then I said, yes. I said, because I can't handle loading a truck by myself. It's impossible. And she was like, oh, so you want to just scan. You just want to scan. Uh, yeah. Everybody who works there that has a disability, that's what they, like, I was so thrown by her arrogance. And you're working in an office, you're working in an oncology office. You're working with people who are dealing with different ailments pertaining to cancer. And you are being so ugly, so nonchalant with someone who's saying, yes, I know I've been through this, but I want to get out and I want to work. However, I know I have limitations, so I just need a letter stating that it's okay for me to work. I'm just under the guise of a doctor. I want to work. However, I have a medical device implanted. Y'all, they've been giving me the runaround for over a month. You know how I know you lying? Because and people who are watching me would know that you're lying, because I was live. I was live. My last live, I was live. So thank you for being a jerk. But I'm about to go ahead and block you now. I just wanted to let you know before I block you, um, that God sees all. God sees all. So I advise you to get your spirit right, get your mind right, get your heart right, and stay close to your loved ones. And then now I'll block you. So anyway, as I was saying, I've been going through so much for the past 2 years. And I've been smiling through it, dancing through it, just trying to keep my own spirits up, Like, just like that with the comments or whatever. And no, y'all, I'm not on the road. I'm trying to get out the parking. When I get out the parking, then I'm gonna end this live. But it's just amazing to me how people can be so mean-hearted. It's amazing to me how people can be so mean-hearted and so the only word I have for it is ugly. Acting ugly for no reason. I've done nothing to these people. All I asked for was a letter. And I'm just trying to remind myself that God sees all. So he knows the struggle that I've been going through. He's seen how people are treating me, talking to me. He sees this. And I just got to remind myself that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to just keep my eyes stayed on him, and I'm supposed to just keep doing the right thing. I keep reminding myself that, because sometimes people will make you do and say things that is not you. And I'm trying to handle this in the most professional, loving way possible. But now you're messing with my livelihood. And like I stated before, the hospital is starting to send me bills from from being in the emergency room last year, early last year, a bill that I had already gotten squared away through my insurance, and now all of a sudden it's an issue, and now they want to charge me for being seen in the emergency room early last year. Okay, so instead of me asking for a handout or anything, I said, you know what? I'm up at 3 in the morning anyway, thanks to my donor, my brother. I'm up at 3 a.m. anyway. Might as well get a job. Just get a job. Get a good job, one with benefits. And people wonder why I like watching people who are motivational, encouraging, speak life into people, make people laugh. This is why. This is why. It's because of the world that we live in. We live in such a nasty world that I don't want to waste my time watching other content creators being mean or just doing stuff that's not good at all. I don't want to waste my time watching people that's going to have me feeling some type of way. I'd rather watch somebody that's either going to have me laughing, smiling, or somebody that's going to encourage me to keep going, stay focused, stay prayed up. You know, I just like to put a lot of positive energy into my spirit. You have to be very careful about who you watch, who you listen to, who you allow access into your spirit. And I'm just at a loss for words. It shouldn't take all of this just to get a piece of paper stating that I am under the care of a physician and that I do have a medical advice. This is setting me back, y'all, because it reminds me of before I got diagnosed, when I kept going to the doctors and stating my symptoms, and I knew something was wrong. This is bringing me back to that. This is bringing me back to when I was saying, hey, I've been feeling extra drowsy, really tired, and I got these bruises all over my body. This is bringing me back to when I was told in the doctor's office, yeah, but you got a lot of kids, so you probably just bumped yourself and just don't remember. Them treating me like this is reminding me of the very beginning, when nobody wanted to take me seriously. Nobody felt like my pain was, I don't know, like it wasn't real. Candy K all day. I was catching up on a lot of your videos. What's today? Today Monday, so that was Saturday. I had lost a lot of time because I've been working, but I went back Saturday morning and was watching some of your content. To whom much is given, much is required. Thank you for that reminder. Thank you. I just hate that I'm in a position where I want to do so much. After going through cancer, it makes you want to live life. It makes you want to, I want to work. I want to be around people. I want to do everything. I want to learn as much as I can. It's like I've been given another chance at life. And then to have someone who's in a position where that's their thing. They're supposed to write up papers. That's her job, is to do the that end where if you got to go back to school or something, she's supposed to, type something up, and then somebody else is supposed to sign it, or whatever the case may be. I want to do so much, but I feel like she's purposely, because the way she said, they need all that for a little warehouse job, They do all that at a warehouse. The way she said that didn't sit right with me, because after fighting cancer, yes, you most definitely need a letter like that if you're working in a warehouse. Where else you really needed to go back to school or work anyway. I know this because my son battled a brain tumor through his senior year of high school. And he had to have a letter even though he was doing online schooling. They presented him with a letter just in case he was having a bad day while recovering, so that way he would have that little breeze where he could still do work that he missed out on. And I know for a fact that they are supposed to give you a letter when you're doing anything, when you're going back to work, when you're going back to school, when you're getting back out there in the world. Not supposed to, but what's the word I'm looking for? That is just a given. That's just a given that they should give you a letter saying, hey, this is a patient of ours. They're still under our care. They have a medical device implanted. It seems like every time I feel like I'm taking two steps forward, I get pushed back. And I'm trying to stay positive, because this is not that type of channel where I don't want anybody feeling sorry for me or nothing like that. I just want to work. I want to be able to make my own money. I want to be able to cover my own bills. And not just that, I just want to feel like I'm a part of society again. After going through all of that, I just want to feel normal again. I know I have my limitations. That's why I'm saying, hey, I could do this. I just need a letter stating, hey, she does have her limitations. However, she can go back to work. That's all I need. Are y'all mad because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Guide my tongue. Guide my tongue. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying to stay strong. Thank you for the encouraging words. I just never thought that I would have to go through all of this just to do something that's I'm not asking to do anything crazy. I'm not asking for any handouts or nothing. I just want to go back to work. I just want to feel free. I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to jump around. I want to do everything. I want to learn something new. That's it. I just want to feel free. I'm going to stay prayed up. Thank you so much. First Lady of One, good morning. I'm going to get off here now, y'all. I'm just going to keep, like you said, I'm just going to stay prayed up and keep going. I'm not going to give up. I just been giving the runaround. Giving the runaround. It's been over a month now. Thank you, First Lady. Thank y'all so much. Even for the trolls. Thank y'all for watching. Maybe if my watch time increases, maybe I will start putting out more on this platform, because then I'll see something from it. But thank you for the watch time, trolls. And thank you to all my supporters. Thank you to everybody who watches what they can when they can, because I know my channel is all over the place. 1 minute I'm posting food, 1 minute I'm posting exercising, 1 minute I'm posting like my cancer journey. But I appreciate every single one of you. Every single one of you. You're right. I would never quit. Zilag, I hope I'm saying your name right. ZAH. Zartag. Are you German? Are you Dutch? I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. And I hope you guys, if you guys see a video that you're not into by the title or by the thumbnail, you don't have to watch. But if you see something that you might be interested in, I would love for you guys to stick in there with me, stay with me. I've been practicing my Dutch. I've been practicing. I haven't been recording all my study sessions, but I've been practicing my Dutch. And I'm getting better. I was proud of myself today. I was able to communicate with someone a little bit. It was a little awkward, but I did it. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. Renee's Secret Garden. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to stay prayed up. And I thank you guys so much for encouraging me through it all. Until next time, y'all know how I do it. Danke fürs Schauen. Gracias por ver. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye.